Have you ever woken up with a lingering sense of guilt, knowing you have massive goals but just wasted an entire day scrolling or sleeping? You see yourself successful in your mind. You want to change your life. But when the time comes to act, you stop and say, "I'll do it tomorrow." If you are ambitious but lazy, this story is a mirror to your soul that might change how you look at your own life. In a quiet village surrounded by lush green hills and towering trees, lived a young man named Ethan. At 25 years old, Ethan was strong, healthy, and possessed a heart overflowing with grand visions. He was the center of attention whenever he spoke to his friends, confidently declaring, "One day, I will be the richest farmer here. My fields will shine like gold, and people will travel from miles away just to seek my advice." Everyone admired his big dreams, but there was a glaring problem. Ethan never worked for them. When the sun rose and other farmers marched to their fields, Ethan stayed in bed. While the village men labored under the burning sun, Ethan sat in the shade, talkatively detailing his future empire. He had great plans, but exerted zero effort. He loved the idea of success, but he feared the pain that came with it. One evening, Ethan's uncle, a wise old farmer, came to visit. He looked at Ethan's empty, barren land and asked, "My son, where are your crops? You speak of golden fields, but I see only dry soil." Ethan laughed off the concern, saying, "Don't worry, uncle. I'll start tomorrow. You'll see, my land will be the best." The old man sighed deeply. He had heard this "tomorrow" too many times before. To teach Ethan a lesson he would never forget, the uncle pulled 2 small bags from his pocket. "These are not normal seeds," he said. "They are magic seeds." He explained the nature of the 2 seeds. The seed of ambition. If you plant it and care for it every day, it will grow into a great tree that provides fruit, shade, and ultimate success. The seed of laziness. If you plant this, it will grow incredibly fast on its own, but it will fill your field with thick weeds and destroy everything in its path. He placed both seeds in Ethan's hands and warned, "The future of your land and your life depends on which one you choose to grow." Initially, Ethan smiled, thinking he would obviously grow the ambition seed. But the next morning, the old habit returned. He felt tired and whispered, "Tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow." Days turned into weeks. Finally, out of sheer boredom, he carelessly tossed both seeds into the dirt, thinking he would tend to them later. Weeks went by as Ethan continued his routine of sleeping, chatting, and dreaming. One day he walked out to his field and froze in horror. The laziness seed had spread everywhere. Thick, thorny weeds covered the entire soil, choking the life out of everything. In the middle of the mess, the ambition seed was tiny, weak, and almost dying. His uncle appeared once more, looking at the devastation. "Ethan, this is your life," he said solemnly. "Ambition is like a small seed. It needs care, work, and daily effort to survive. But laziness grows on its own, and once it spreads, it destroys everything." For the first time, Ethan's eyes filled with tears. He finally understood a painful truth. Dreams mean nothing without action. That night he couldn't sleep as he was haunted by his wasted time, his empty words, and his lost chances. He realized that if he didn't change at that very moment, his laziness would win forever. Before the sun could even rise, Ethan rushed to his field. He didn't wait for tools. He started pulling out the weeds with his bare hands. It was agonizing work. His hands bled, and his back ached with every movement, but he refused to stop. He spent every day watering the ambition seed, protecting it, and giving it the daily effort it required. Slowly, the sprout began to grow. It started small, then grew stronger and taller, eventually becoming a magnificent tree full of fruit and shade. Over the years, through consistent and tireless labor, Ethan's field actually turned golden. He was no longer just a talker. He became known as the man who defeated laziness. My friend, Ethan's story is not just about farming. It is a direct metaphor for your life. Each of us carries these two seeds within us every single day. Ambition requires daily effort, care, and immense patience. Laziness grows by itself, requiring no effort at all, but its fruit is the destruction of your dreams. If you have big dreams but keep waiting for the right time, you are letting the weeds win. Stop waiting. Start today. Water your ambition and pull out the weeds of laziness with everything you have. Remember, every tomorrow you waste is a piece of your dream dying. If Ethan's journey hit you hard today, like this video and share it with a friend who dreams big but struggles to start. Let's commit to growing our ambition together and building the life we've always dreamed of. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will push you to become the best version of yourself.